Alright guys, so today I kind of wanted to show off some strippers. And none with the boobies, but instead strippers for wire. This isn't going to be nearly as exciting as the other stuff, but it is what it is. So here I've got a few different styles, okay? So I've got your generic ones that I'm almost positive I bought this at like O'Reilly's or AutoZone or something. Just a cheap $10 pair. Here's a Greenlee. This is probably out of maybe Lowe's or Home Depot or something like that. And then the pair of vice grips, that's going to be out of Lowe's, owned by Irwin. I don't know if Irwin or vice grip sold at Home Depot. To me, it doesn't really matter. Home Depot doesn't hire any fucking employees, only Lowe's does. So when I look for shit, Lowe's is the place where I go. Matco strippers right here. These are a brand new set, but I had my other pair stolen, so this is my replacement set. But these are pretty darn good pair of strippers. These are probably like $25–$30 somewhere in there. It's a little pricey for what you're getting. These are probably in the neighborhood of $10–15 if I had to guess. You know, $10, $5–10 bucks. So, but what I wanted to show is kind of the differences. This is what most people would be used to. This style right here. We cut these ends off. So these are pretty simple. These just have a cutter on it, and you can cut your wire just like that. Nothing fancy. Cut your wire. Get your size. Hopefully you know your size. So this would be 14 or so. So I'm gonna stick this in the 14 gauge hole, crimp down, and you just pull. And then that pulls the insulation right out. If you've used a pair of strippers before, you know that this isn't magic or witchcraft. It's they're just generic tools, nothing fancy. So anyways, so these are a good pair, and I would recommend always having this kind of stripper with you. Now when it comes to things like this, these are a little more fancy, I guess. Hate to use that word on this set, but what they are is you set your length here with this yellow tab. You can move that back and forth in the jaw and set your length. So let's say and I'm just gonna leave it where it's at because it's easy enough for me. I'm gonna leave that's where it's at. You stick your wire in here and wait until it touches that yellow post bar. Squeeze, give a good squeeze, and it'll snap back that insulation. So that's how these work. These also have a cutter in the neck, so you can cut as well. They're not as easy to use, I don't think. I mean, it takes a lot of hand strength to move that around. Then we've got the vice grips. These are auto adjusting. A lot of people don't like these. Depends on what you're doing. If you're dealing with 12 to 16 gauge wire all day long, maybe all the way up to 18, maybe 20. This pair will probably do you just fine. Once you get into the really small stuff, they won't work for you. In fact, 18 is probably the tops in terms of what size would work for this. But these got a cutter in as well, right here in the neck, and you can cut that down. All you gotta do is just stick the wire in there, pull, and it just cuts it right off. I mean, it's no problem at all. I'm using Speaker wire, which is extremely easy to strip and all that kind of stuff. It comes with soft insulation. If you've got anything thicker, here's some cheap ass solid core stuff. We'll just cut that down. So solid core has a thicker insulation in it, but I mean it cuts it just fine. You know, this is, I don't know, gosh, 16 gauge wire probably, if I had to guess. That's 18 gauge. So this is 18 gauge wire. That's about the smallest that I would use these tools on anyways. At least these automatic ones. Now the Matco is an automatic as well. And I really do like it because I like its pistol grip. It's easier to use. I think it's just a little more comfortable. It's got a cutter as well. So you come in here, again, right in the neck. But the problem with the cutter is that it doesn't really handle the thicker wire too well. So you come in here, you cut that, cuts it great. It's brand new though. And then you just bring your wire into the mouth, clamp it down, and she'll shoot the insulation off. Then you got yourself a really nice cut wire. My other pair, the adjusting part right here that goes back and forth was getting real loose, and the spring that's inside here, I don't even think I can be able to show you the spring. It's a tiny little spring in there. That was starting to fall out, so it was kind of impeding in the way it worked. But this is actually a really great pair. This is WCS 191. That's the model number on this one. I don't know about the others. They don't really have it right there available anyways. So if you're looking at strippers, if you're an automotive guy, you'll have access to these. Obviously, if a Matco truck comes by your place, you can buy them online too. Matco stuff is it is not well, not everything that they have is high quality, and this pair of strippers probably floats right there in the range of it's okay. It's not worth the money. I had a really good relationship with my Matco guy, and so I got these for a great deal. In fact, these were free, so that's kind of the deal I got for them. But I really liked them. My other pair I got free as well. It was a gift, and so anyway, so I got another one. I spent a lot of money with them on other tools though. The vice grips, these served me well for quite a long time. You should absolutely you should always carry a pair of these. If you're doing any kind of electrical work, you just got to have a pair of these. They come with a little spring, a little lock. They auto open up. I mean, these are just great for quick jobs. Throw it in the back of your pocket and get to work. Matco sells a set of these, and I'm pretty sure it's the same chintzy plastic shit as these are. I would not buy these again. In fact, this will probably sit in my toolbox until the day I die or the house burns down, one of the two. So that's just a quick look at some of the strippers that you can get. And if you prefer the kind with boobies, you probably looked under the wrong video. So, but thanks for watching anyways. Have a good day.